What the? Come on, get out!
Greg!
It's too late for you. You're already in the hole.
Hey guys, welcome back to the most amazing top 5. I'm Court McGinley. Let's jump right into our list of the top 5 scary moments that almost ended the world. Starting off at our number 5 spot, atomic bomb. In 1945, the world was stunned by the arrival of the atomic bomb that was so destructive that it could wipe cities off the map and claimed lives in the hundreds of thousands. Some deaths occurring long after the bomb had been dropped on the nation of Japan. After a month, Japan was ready to surrender. While the Soviet Union played a big part in their decision to surrender, there was no debating that the United States had just cemented itself in there. Then word got around that the Soviet Union was working on developing their own bomb, and they weren't far from matching the power of the United States. Once it became apparent that the states wouldn't be able to hold on to the secret about the bomb forever, a terrible realization came over the world. For the first time in history, we had the power to end all life on Earth. And the planet's two greatest rivals both had their finger on the trigger. And hence, the doomsday clock was born. This was in the hopes that the world might realize just how close they were to absolute destruction. And it was set to a terrifying 7 minutes to midnight. In at number 4, Laki eruption. This Icelandic volcano erupted violently from 1783 to 1784. That's right, this volcano spewed lava for a full 8 months, which caused catastrophic global effects. The poisonous clouds filled with sulfuric acid and sulfur dioxide compounds that were expelled into the air. It also made temperatures drop 1.3 degrees below normal for 2 to 3 years following the eruption. It contaminated the soil, which in turn damaged crops across Europe, and led to the death of over 50% of Iceland's livestock population. This also caused droughts in India. It led to a deep famine and the eventual death of over 6 million people. This lava flow also destroyed 20 villages. Coming in at number 3, comets. So just having one comet hit the Earth is terrifying enough, but imagine hundreds of comets hurtling towards Earth. Yeah, that's pretty terrifying. Oh, and let's not forget the fun little fact that each of them is 1,000 times more powerful than an atomic bomb. With this thought in mind, you can probably somewhat imagine how terrified Mexican astronomer Jose Bonilla was in 1883 when he was looking through his telescope and saw more than 300 dark, unidentified, mysterious objects passing in front of the sun. Over the years, due to curiosity, this event was actually re-examined, which actually turned out to be a really bad idea, as a modern astronomer named Hector Mantarola then confirmed that this sighting was of a comet that had recently broken up and came as close to 400 miles away from Earth, which in space terms really isn't that far. Had it hit, it could have killed all life on our planet. Turns out the existence of our human race came down to just a bit further than the distance from New York to Pittsburgh. Yeah, this comet was that close to hitting our planet and destroying it. In at number 2, the Black Plague, aka Black Death, or the Great Plague. This was one of the most devastating pandemics in human history. This wiped out anywhere from 50 to 200 million people between 1347 and 1351. This disease was ugly, it spread quickly, and it was believed to be spread by the fleas on rats. The plague arrived in Europe in October 1347, when 12 ships from the Black Sea docked at the Sicilian port of Messina. People gathered on the docks to greet the sailors, but they were met with a horrifying sight. Most of the sailors aboard the ships were dead. Those who were still alive were very sick and covered in black boils that oozed blood and pus. Sicilian authorities hastily ordered the fleet of death ships out of their harbor, but it was already too late. Over the next 5 years, the Black Plague killed millions of people in Europe, which equaled out to almost 1/3 of the country's population. Had this disease continued to spread, it could have taken out everyone on the planet. What's crazy is that this plague is still expected to be hanging around in some corners of the world, causing the deaths of 126 people as recently as 2013. Coming in at number 1, mass extinction. Did you guys know that technically the world has already ended 3 times? For example, about 450 million years ago when Earth's temperatures dramatically dropped, which created the Ice Age. And as we know, this ended up wiping out about 80% of all species on the planet. Then 250 million years ago, massive levels of volcanic eruption across the planet caused a lot of damage, basically wiping out 97% of all life. Then 66 million years ago, we all know about the asteroid that killed off the dinosaurs. And as scary as all of these events were, if they happened once, then they most certainly could happen again. And on that uplifting note, that's our list of the top 5 moments that almost ended the world. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what other lists you'd like to see down below. Don't forget to show some love by subscribing to our channel and giving this video a big thumbs up, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.